was wasted for that weekend. So who knows where we played even. All right, so we're here to talk about the NFC East. Of course, we're all NFC East guys. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Fly Eagles fly. Guru, of course, is from DC.
HTTR, you all know you got to represent the Redskins straight up. Burgundy and gold, that's what we bleed.
And Big Mike, I understand you got a team in this division too.
I absolutely do. I'm a big-time Giants fan. I love my Giants.
So this is, I always say, the greatest rivalry in all of football is the NFC East.
Absolutely.
Because whenever any team in the NFC East plays any other team in the NFC East, it's a grudge match. I don't want to say it's the best division, but it's the best division in the NFL. The only possible exception is the AFC North, because that's always brutal as well.
I mean, it's the best division, like we always say, because it's now because of the Eagles, the only division that got every team that got the Super Bowl.
That's right. We finally got that checked off the dance card. It took us forever to get there, but we got it. We're helping the rest of the division out. All right, so let's talk about this division, because I of course I got my pick in this division. The NFC East last year was won by the Cowboys at 10-6, Eagles 9-7, Washington at 7-9, and the Giants at 5-11. Not a good year for Big Blue. So the Cowboys and the Eagles made the playoffs last year. So let's Guru, who do you like now?
Absolutely. Like when we always do this, we always got to pay homage and respect to the division winner. So we always start with the division winner till they get unseated. So we're going to start with the Dallas Cowboys. And the best thing what's going on for the Cowboys right now as we talk, they just solidify their team in a sense again, because Zeke just signed that deal, so they don't got to worry about anything, and they got a bunch of other guys signed, so they're a happy bunch right now. So they're really, really feeling themselves like what a Cowboy fan would do. But honestly, they do have their personnel. And you know, as hard as it is for me to say all this, and you know, what if you know about me, what is it?
Everybody knows that Guru hates the Cowboys.
Exactly. I hate the Cowboys. So even talking about even with me talking this about the Cowboys, just being real and honest about their personnel. They've done a great job as far as drafting the last couple of years, and now they've done a great job this offseason as far as signing their major guys to the contract, as far as the O-line solidify that. Now they got Zeke, the heart of the team, signed, and they're working on Dak and Amari and those guys. So, and they signed Jalen Smith. So they did a very, very good job of keeping the core. But does that make it really the best team in football in that division? I think not.
Well, this is a division that hasn't had a repeat winner in like forever, Guru.
In 15 years.
For 15 years, yeah. But I think we all three of us can at least agree that we hate the Cowboys, right? Right, Mike?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But what do you think of this team? They just re-signed Zeke. They got him locked in. They say he's going to play at week 1 with Dak. They won the division last year. What are your thoughts on the Cowboys, Mike?
I think the Cowboys are very talented. Like when you look at their roster, they can be a Super Bowl contender. That's how loaded this team is. This is like they've been saying, this is the best team that the Cowboys have had since the 90s era. Total package wise. Like they're so talented across the board. But we've seen the Cowboys talented across the board in years in past and nothing to show for it. You know, this Cowboys team, they had to lock up Zeke. I'm glad that Zeke got his money because he's the focal point of this offense. I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they'll win the division. I don't think they'll win the division this year. To be honest with you, I think they're going to do good this year, but I don't see them winning the division.
All right, so then let's move on to the team that is going to win the division, the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Right, Mike? It's our year, right?
That's my team. That's my team to win the division this year. I love the offseason moves that they made, and they're literally loaded across the board, and they have the coaching. They have the coaching over the Cowboys, and they have a coach that's just recently won the Super Bowl, so he's taking that and running with it, and now he has Carson Wentz back healthy with some weapons.
Yeah, I think they got a quarterback over the Cowboys, too. I think that's the other thing they got. Guru?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's another thing as well.
Absolutely, and you know how I feel about the Eagles. I absolutely love, and when I evaluate team and think about a team, especially high level team, I definitely start from the top up. I'm starting from the ownership to the front office, to the coaching, to the quarterback, because those are the parallel. Those are the key things to a successful team. And to add that, for you to be a Super Bowl team contender to me, then it goes to your O-line and your D-line.
Right, you always talk about the line. That's the next
key line. I don't care about the specialists as far as the outside players, but your O-line and D-line have to be at least a B+ to an A+ to be a Super Bowl contender in this league. And the Eagles, roster-wise, have that. And I've been talking about their O-line for a few years now, Lestro. And they have the O-line, they have the quarterback play, they have the coaching, like Big Mike mentioned, and they got the GM in Howie Rosen. They got everything to have a successful team and to be a team that goes deep in the playoff. And I anticipate that happening. And I think they are better than the Cowboys roster-wise. And I believe the Cowboys are a good team, but complete roster-wise, I believe the Eagles got personnel-wise are better than the Cowboys personnel-wise.
Yeah, one of the only teams that can compete on depth with the Cowboys, right there in their own division.
Yeah. Yes. I
and I just wanted to showcase about the Eagles, this sneaky pick they did with Andre Dillard in the draft. Like, just to know how smart they are. They just jumped up in front of the damn Houston Texans just so they could pick Andre Dillard, who was the best pass protection tackle in the draft. Just a smart move, thinking, just solidifying the most important position other than football, other than the quarterback in football, is the O-line.
Right.
So then let's talk about the other two teams in this division then, because could one of them make a run at this?
Wow. I don't see it. I really don't. I don't. I'm a lifetime Giants fan, but I'm a realist. For the entire off season, I've been saying that the Giants, they're gonna win 5 to 6 games this year. I just don't see it being any more than that. We're gonna be a competitive team, but I don't think we have that experience yet to close out games, and there's gonna be times where we lose games at the final minute like we did last year. I just don't see a different outcome. But we're going to be competitive, but I see winning 5 to 6 games at most.
Competitive
and the Washington
with who at the quarterback?
You said, what about our quarterback?
Who's going to be the quarterback?
Who's going to be driving that team?
Oh, Eli's going to start off the season, but once it gets to a point where we're no longer in playoff contention and there's nothing else to play for, I think that's when they'll plug in Daniel Jones, and we'll see how good he looks from there.
Do you think we won't get an Eli farewell tour? Well, this is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly in Jersey. I love it.
I can't wait.
I love it.
I can't wait.
So then, Guru, let's talk about.
Oh Lord, y'all just salivate over there.
Huh? It's the best. I absolutely love it.
I love it.
So then let's talk about your team, which is absolutely a disaster of ownership. The fish rots from the head in Washington, right? What's going on down there?
It's the same old song. Everything's going to normal. We're gonna get a new coach next year. We're gonna be sorry. I don't see a direction with the Redskins. One thing I could say, I don't want to bash on this squad because I do like the D-line. I do like some of the draft picks we did in the last few years. I enjoy that. I'm anticipating guys, but just the whole Trent Williams situation, what's going on there? And obviously we got the kid, Dwayne Haskins, and we're anticipating what he's going to do, but we got 2 veterans in front of him. So I heard a pop, man.
Yeah, me too. All right, something got bumped there. Mike, you still with us? Talk to me again.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still with you. What's going on?
So then real quick, Guru, what was the best offseason move in the NFC East?
I think one of the best offseason moves is a sneaky move. Once again, the Eagles with a great front office is the one thing they were lacking last year is a deep threat and also a power running back. So what they did is they went to get Deshaun Jackson, who's older but still knows. We all know what Deshaun Jackson. He knows the NFC East. He knows everything about that, and he still got wheels. And they got Jordan Howard from the Chicago Bears. A tough guys. We know in November, December, and January football, you're going to need those tough yards behind those offensive line, and I think Jordan Howard is a sneaky move. Those 2 moves the Eagles made is the best move in my opinion.
Big Mike, best offseason move?
I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna go with two moves: locking up Zeke and getting him signed long term because he is the focal point of that offense. He's the engine to that motor. He gets everything going for them, and he sets up a lot of things for Dak and Amari Cooper and guys on the outside. And I think one of the best things that didn't happen for this year was that Dak Prescott didn't get signed. So now he goes into this year hungry and motivated, and the season that he might have, it might be better than the season he would have had if he got paid.
As an Eagles fan, I hope they lock him down. You pay all your money to Dak Prescott. I'm all for it. All right, best player.
I'm all for it, too.
Yeah, best player in the division, Guru.
Best player in this division, I think, is the guy over there in the Cowboy, man. When you feed him the ball, I think Zeke is the most dominant player in the division. I think he is right now. Is the best player in the division.
Big Mike, best player in the division.
I think the best player in the division is playing for the New York Football Giants, Saquon Barkley. This guy is special, man. I mean, the only thing that's holding me back from calling him the best running back in the game is that he's only been on it for 1 year. If he can do it like this for multiple years, oh man, we could be seeing something special in the making. I'm going with Saquon.
You're both wrong. It's Carson Wentz. No, I had to because it's all homers so far. I actually think it's Saquon Barkley too. I think Barkley's the best player in the division.
That was no homer. I didn't say no homer.
No, it's true you didn't. I just thought it was funny.
I want the nemesis.
You had the nemesis. You're right. I missed that. Damn it. Slipping, Guru. My old age, I'm slipping. All right, finally, who's the breakout star in this division? Whose name haven't we heard that we'll be talking about by week 5?
Stay in the running back theme. Right there in D.C., I think Darius Geis is going to be a stud. I think he has all the NFC intangibles. He fits that division. He fits that style. He fits the area, and I expect him to have a breakout year. Darius Geis will be known in that division. You're going to hear about Zeke, Saquon, but you're going to hear about Darius Geis.
Big Mike, whose name is going to be on our lips in week 5? Who's our breakout star?
I'm going to go with Ronald Darby for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that you're coming off injury. He's going to come back and have a great year. I think that that opposing quarterbacks are going to try him a lot this year. I see him coming back healthy off the injury and making big plays, and we're talking about him as one of the top outside corners in the division.
All right, and there you have it. Now, Guru, let's review here. Big Mike, while we have you, we're going to run down our division, Guru's division picks for the year. So we'll talk about his playoff teams, and the championship games and the Super Bowl. So Guru, this puts you have the Eagles winning the NFC East. Who you got in the North?
The North, we have the Vikings.
The Vikings. The South, you've got the Saints, and then in the West, you've got
the Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Big Mike, who you got in the North?
I got the Green Bay Packers.
Ballsy pick. The South.
I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Falcons.
And the West.
The Los Angeles Rams.
All right, who are your 2 wild card teams, Mike?
I'll go with the New Orleans Saints. And the Dallas Cowboys.
Guru?
I'm going with the Rams and the Cowboys.
Rams and the Cowboys. So I think you guys got the same teams in the no, because you picked the Packers in the playoffs.
The Packers, yeah.
Your NFC Championship game, Guru.
The Eagles.
Over.
My man, my cousin, Kirk Cousin.
Eagles over the Vikings? I like that. I'll take that again. What about you, Mike?
On the Vikings, huh? I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers.
All right, and who you got winning?
The Green Bay Packers.
Wow, that's a crazy pick, man. I like that a lot. You're the only one I know picking the Packers to come out of the NFC. All right, so let's move to the AFC and review real quick. Who are your division winners? In the West, you've got the
Chargers.
The Chargers. What about you, Mike?
The Chiefs.
North.
The Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
East.
The Patriots.
Of course.
The Patriots.
South.
Ooh, the Texans.
That's a tough one.
The Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jags. Oh man, if you set up a Packers-Jags Super Bowl, I just love it. That'd be the craziest one to pick. All right, so then your wild card teams, Guru.
Chiefs and the Damn. I had the Chiefs and the Steelers.
The Steelers.
Yep.
Mike, wildcard teams?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, so who's our championship game?
The Patriots versus the Chargers.
Winner?
Pats.
Pats over Chargers. Big Mike.
I got the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs rematch.
Who you got winning that?
Kansas City.
So you're taking Kansas City and the Packers in the Super Bowl this year.
I sure am.
That is wild. I love it. What is your who's your winner?
I'm rolling with Aaron Rodgers. I got the Green Bay Packers.
I love it. That I would watch that game. Guru, so you've got the Eagles and the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what I want to hear, big guy.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen.
Tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen. I'm riding that fly, eagle, fly.
Eagles fly.
The Eagles just got the best right now. They got one of the best organizations from top to bottom, the best roster. They got everything you need, staying healthy. I see them winning the Super Bowl this year.
Well, unfortunately, I've heard your picks for the past couple of years, so I figure that's not good news for Eagles fans. But I love the pick of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Mike, thank you for joining us here on Trash Talk Radio this week. You can find Mike on the SebyPodcast pretty much everywhere. Just go look for it for the SebyPodcast, and you can find Mike on Instagram at @the_real_Big Mike. That's @the_real_Big Mike on Instagram, and Mike Gray Sports on Twitter. On Twitter at Mike Gray Sports. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Man, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate the good vibes and good energy.
All right, Mike, man. Appreciate you, bro.
We'll talk to you again, man.
No doubt, man. Take it easy.
All right, our thanks to Big Mike of the SebyPodcast. Make sure you look for him out there on Instagram and Twitter, and get the SebyPodcast everywhere. Find it on YouTube and everywhere there's podcasts. Those guys do a great show. Love talking to them. Thanks to Big Mike.
DMV, Big Mike. NFC East battle there, huh?
Yeah, man. All three of us picking teams, all having NFC East.